Despite being in excellent health, Queen Elizabeth recently passed away due to her advanced age, always maintaining a high lifestyle due to her legacy, which enabled her to afford great luxuries for herself and the UK. Now you may be wondering how she spent her millions. Before you start, though, subscribe to the channel and activate the little bell so you don't miss any more similar content. The Queen owned, along with the royal family, many valuable assets that augmented the coffers of Windsor, the seat of the royal family. Examples of assets were the many lands owned, palaces, jewels and investments inherited. According to Forbes, then, the total wealth of the Sovereign of England was about £530 million. But so how did she spend these millions? Get comfortable then, ready to immerse yourself in the luxury assets of the Queen and the royal family of England. Stay with us until the end to discover them all. Queen Elizabeth owned, of course, the largest estate of any of England's royals. The sovereign, who held power for 70 years until 2022, could count on a respectable real estate fortune that included properties from the likes of Buckingham Palace, Balmoral Castle, Sandringham Home. Therefore, these properties were definitely part of her investments, so how she used her wealth to obviously generate more money, what the richest people do, use money to generate more and more money. During holidays or birthdays, there comes a time for gifts, and it was on these occasions that the Queen would shell out about £30,000 out of her own pocket to satisfy her employees, if we can call them that, which included staff, police, laborers in the service of her properties, and other components of importance to the maintenance and perfection of the palaces. He was also an art lover, owned famous works and paintings in his properties of the highest value. But that is not all. Making the sovereign immortal will be not only photos, audio and video, but also an extensive collection of portraits. As was the case in ancient times, the custom of having her portrait painted by selected painters has been carried on by the British royal house to the present day, and in the long years of Elizabeth's reign, there has been no shortage of opportunities for her to pose in front of a canvas. Even more passionate about jewelry, of which she owned entire collections, from the most valuable to the least. Some jewelry, it is only fair to specify, was given to her by predecessors, such as the pearls she wears around her neck, of which she was very fond. The value of them cannot be stipulated, because she does not possess a position in the market. In recent years, the expenses of the royal treasurer have been invested in the various restorations of properties owned by the Queen. Of course, all those mentioned are luxury assets, but she also owned lesser assets such as very simple jewelry, just to increase her collection, of which she was very fond. Now that the Queen is deceased, all these luxuries will pass into the management of the royal family, who will see how to move so that they do not lose their value. So this was how Queen Elizabeth spends her millions. Now, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to immerse yourself in more similar content.